Hi. So the first thing that I'm going to introduce you to is compound bow archery. Yeah, it looks complex and scary and everything, but it's just like archery. And the reason why I chose compound was I first got into regular archery by going to a local club. I rented a bow, but you know what? I found out that I was a weakling. I had a youth bow that I rented, and I couldn't even pull it for that many times. After shooting it maybe like 5-6 times, I was done. And I was told that shooting a regular recurve bow is more like instinct, but compound is so accurate because you have these sights and you have pins in them. So if you shoot according to the yard, how far the target is, you aim at the different pins. So it's so precise. And that's why I chose compound bow archery. And it was quite a leap of faith, but I love it. I have to say I'm quite good at it. Maybe. But at least I shoot where I'm aiming for, so it's pretty good. So let me introduce you to this bow. My bow is actually a youth bow as well. It's the Diamond Infinite Edge. And the reason why I got it was the limbs. They're highly adjustable for poundage. So you can start off like me at 20 pounds, but as you work your strength, your muscle strength, your back strength, then you can go up all the way to even 70 pounds, but that's for like strong muscle men. If I get to the tip of my game, I probably will end up around 50 pounds, and that's probably what I'll stay at. So some of the other bows that you see in the market, they're not as adjustable, and so that's why I went with a youth bow. The other bows you can adjust maybe for a 10-pound difference. So this one has really treated me well. And it's actually quite accurate too. Like when I take this to the archery range, I don't feel like my equipment is more inferior in some of the more expensive compound bow. I admit though, I did have to change some of the accessories to make it more accurate, but the setup right now that I have, I'm pretty happy with. And so, what are some of the components that are for compound bow? Why do I have so much crap? Well, so like I mentioned, compound bows are very accurate. So you have what you call the sight. And you have also up here what you call a peephole. So when I draw it in full draw, like this, and I look through my bow, your peephole lines up with the sight, and then you can line up that to the target. And the way the sight is, in this case, I have 5 pins. So each pin is for different yardage. If my target is about 10 yards away, I aim with this pin. If my target is 20 yards, it's the next one is 30 yards, and the next one is 40 yards. Here's a shot how it looks like from the inside. So you see how it has the green dot? That's what you line up to your target by looking through this little peephole. So obviously everything has to be adjusted to you, but once you go to the shop and it gets set up, it's a one-time thing, and then you can shoot it. And just, there's nothing more satisfying with slinging arrows, like you're slinging something. I guess it's kind of, to me, it's like tennis. Like when you hit the ball, it's heavy. There's a satisfaction to it compared to maybe, say, ping pong. Yeah, so I like archery. Also the precision that you're required to have, the form that you have to work on, and just the general calmness you get to be outdoors. All that really adds to why I like compound bow archery. And if you know me, I'm a bit silly, so I'm the type of person who gets kind of happy when they shoot a foam animal. So do you see my foam deer down there? That's about 40 yards. When I shoot it, it's like, it makes me feel like a hunter. So there's some kind of weird satisfaction with it. And there are courses that you can go to in the local archery club where they have like 20, 40 of these targets, and you can just shoot them to your heart content. So, yeah, that's what I find satisfying. Not that I would actually shoot a deer. On my property, I actually see deer almost every other morning, but I count myself as a protector of deer. I love deer. I would never shoot them. Plus, I'm a vegetarian, so it does make me curious what they taste like, but I'm not gonna shoot them or eat them. I do see some turkeys on my property, though. That I might shoot to feed to my dogs, the two German Shepherds. So it helps to brush up on your archery skills. And it's just generally fun. It's not really a skill that I think I'll use too much in life. It's more a hobby that you do that gives you satisfaction. Oh, so the last accessory that I have that you might be curious about is my release. And this helps protect, first of all, your fingers, and also it makes a much smoother release. So when you go, you hook it up on the loop like this, you pull, and then you release. And it's also fun to have like almost a trigger on your hand when you do archery. I know it seems complex, but the result that you get was compound bow. How accurate you are compared to a recurve bow, it's just amazing. Like I shoot arrows and they're maybe 2 or 3 inches apart, and I'm like, oh, that was horrible. But if you were shooting recurve, it would have been an amazing shot. And I have no natural instinct for archery, so with compound, I get to focus less on instinct and more on my form and aiming and just generally being calm and enjoying the follow through the shot. Oh, and the last accessory that I forgot to mention that you see me having that you might be curious about is my, what is this called? What is this called? Someone tell me what this is called. Oh, geesh, cut.